Hello everybody, this is me, Super Money Jail. Welcome to another episode of Let's Review My Collection series, in which I will be looking at a bunch of stuff that I have in my room, and try my best to fit them all into one video. Sometimes I'll have like second or third parts depending on how big the collection is, just so that way the videos aren't too long. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna see how long this video is. I'm gonna try to make it as short as possible. But yeah, with having over 40 Switch games to look at, I don't really know how long I'm gonna be able to, but I'll try my best. But yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna be looking at my Switch physical cartridge games, or Switch physical games. It really depends on what you want to call them. But yeah, now these are all from the Nintendo Switch One, not the Switch Two. And honestly, I don't know if I'm ever gonna pick up the Switch Two, at least for some time. I don't know, but yeah, I figured why not take a look at my Switch physical collection. And yeah, now sadly I don't have the box art for these games. They're all back in storage. So maybe when I get them out of storage, I'll probably do one video on them for the box art, not too much for the games. But yeah, since I have the cartridges anyway, why not take a look at the cartridge itself and the game as well. So yeah, so I have over 40 Switch games in this little Kellogg's Bowl, Fruit Loops Bowl. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just jump on in with the very first game, that being, let's see, Arms. Now, I should also mention too, I do have some cartridges from Europe, from the European region, and Arms is one of those very few cartridges. Yeah, now Arms came out back in 2017, I believe back in mm, maybe June. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's a very fun game. The motion controls, yeah, obviously they're a little bit wacky, but I think they're kind of fun. Throwing your arms around and trying to punch things like Wii Sports boxing. I think that's pretty cool. Arms is just sort of a fun little concept. Sadly, it didn't really last for too long. There's not even like a sequel that we know of that's on the way. So yeah, so Arms it's sadly just like a one game IP, and I don't know if it'll ever come back. But yeah, but my time with Arms was honestly pretty fun. Um, Maybe if I were to give this like a rating, it would probably be like 7 or maybe an 8 out of 10, somewhere along there. But yeah, Arms, very fun game. I'm very happy to have the European cartridges though, because since the Switch One and Switch Two on region lot, you're able to play games from different countries. So yeah, I'm very happy to have Arms in the European one. So there you can see Arms, Springman, and yeah. But overall, very fantastic game, and I love it a lot. Alright, moving on to our second game. What do we have here? Super Mario Odyssey. Okay, 10 out of 10. Masterpiece. I love this game a lot. It's tied up there with Super Mario 3D Land for being my all-time favorite Mario game. However, Super Mario Odyssey does win the title for my favorite Nintendo Switch game. And yeah, there's just what else is more to say about this game? It's fun. It's amazing. It's a collectathon that's just packed to the brim with so much content. And yeah, I love exploring all of the different locations in the game, seeing all the different costumes. I love wearing the Dr. Mario outfit. That's honestly my favorite one out of all of them. And the capture mechanic is also amazing too. And yeah, again, it's just an amazing game. This is one of the few games that I went back and I completed, and I 100% the game on all of the save data, or on all of the save files. There we go. So yeah, this one also be next to Super Mario 3 Land, as that was another game that I 100% on all of the save files. So yeah, Super Mario Odyssey definitely a highlight for me, and definitely has a soft spot in my heart. So yeah, alright, moving on to our third game to look at. You know what? Okay, so here we have the Final Fantasy Freddy's Core Collection. Now you might not know this, but I am a huge FNAF fan. Maybe not as big as like your average FNAF fan, but yeah, I love this franchise a lot. I wanted to get these games on the Switch One, or just on the console really. But yeah, so what better way to get that on the Nintendo Switch? Yeah, so the Final Fantasy Freddy's Core Collection comes with 5 games: FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, and Sister Location. I've played 1 to 3. I've not yet done 4, just because if I'm gonna play 4, I might as well do it on a laptop or a PC, just so that way I can get a better um So that way I can listen to the audio a lot better rather than having to listen to it on the TV. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have to turn my TV up to max, whereas with the laptop or PC, I don't have to turn it up too much. So yeah, and then sister location, I don't even want to deal with Nightfall in that game. So yeah, I want to avoid that game at all costs. But yeah, but the Five Nights at Freddy's games are honestly pretty fun. They're definitely a lot. I wouldn't say they're too scary, but they can have that feel factor into it. But yeah, I'm very happy to have these games in physical format. What sucks is that the five games come in like individual slots on the Switch home screen as well as like on the on the PlayStation and I believe Xbox as well if it's on there. So yeah, so it's not like a menu that has all five games. Instead, it's rather the five individual icons for these games, which kind of sucks because they take they take up the five spots on the home screen. So yeah, I kind of wish that wasn't the case, but oh well. Also, hopefully, they come back and give this a Switch 2 update to have mouse controls on it, since the Switch 2 has mouse controls on it. Alright, moving on to our fourth game. What do we have here? Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. A very fun game. Definitely love it a lot. If I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10. Also, by the way, FNAF Toy Collection probably also gets a 7 out of 10 as well. But yeah, but back to Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's a very fun game. I love the puzzles in them. Some of them can be tricky. Some of them aren't. I love the 8-bit Toad challenge. You know, hide and seek, having to find that little guy. It's pretty fun. But yeah, it's a very short game as well. You know, once you beat all of the levels, there's not really much for you to go back into. But yeah, they also did come out with DLC for this game on the Switch, and I believe the Nintendo 3DS one as well. But yeah, you know, again, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is just the port of the Wii U along with the DLC added to it like a year later or so. But yeah, but overall, it's a very fun game. I recommend you definitely do pick it up if you're into puzzle games. So yeah, again, 7 out of 10. And yeah. Also, something I forgot to mention too is that I also do want to look at the artwork for the cartridges themselves. So like how Arms had Springman, FNAF Toy Collection had Freddy Fazbear on the front, and then these two games over here were just the title itself, which sucked. But yeah. Alright, moving on to our next game. What do we have here? Luigi's Mansion 3. Honestly, I think I might have to go with 10 out of 10. I love this game a lot. I love the animation. I love the visuals. I love everything about this game. I love how satisfying it is to vacuum things up. I also love how you can just slam doors into each other. That's such a funny concept. And my goodness, it's just it's so fun. This game is a lot of fun. But yeah, Scare Sleeper mode does make a comeback. Again, that mode's also pretty fun as well. And yeah, again, Luigi's Mansion 3 is just an amazing game, and I just love it a lot. It was definitely a good choice to have this come out on Halloween back in 2019. And yeah, now, is the game scary? No, not really. But it does give off those Halloween vibes. So yeah, here for the cartridge itself, you can see Luigi's Mansion 3 with having that goo effect, I guess, if you want to call it that, to represent Luigi. And yeah, you know, you have a background as well. And yeah, USA, cartridge, and whatnot. But overall, an amazing game. It did come out. It did come out with like a small DLC little pack, but it was really nothing too special besides like additional costumes. So yeah. But either way, it's a very amazing game, and yeah, definitely one of my favorites on the Switch. All right, moving on to the next game. What do we have here? Let's see. Splatoon 2. Definitely a fun game. Came back in July 2017. Obviously, it made improvements over the first one, but not a lot. But also, Splatoon 2 is also not really a game that you would go back to now, since Splatoon 3 has been out for quite some time. But yeah, I kind of just keep this copy of Splatoon 2 just because, you know, of memories with the game. And also, I mean, yeah, I might as well just keep it, you know. It's best to have, you know, a Splatoon game on physical as well. So yeah. But I mean, yeah, Splatoon 2 did introduce us to a brand new location, also with a brand new duo. That being the Off the Hook duo with Paul and Marina. And yeah, the story mode was a lot of fun. I do love that whole Callie being like brainwashed story mode, a campaign, which I just loved it a lot. It's a very neat concept. And yeah, Splatoon 2 definitely gave some new weapons. Definitely gave us a new mode, that being Salmon one. And yeah, for that time being, Splatoon 2 was the game to play until Splatoon 3 came out, which that also improved a lot over Splatoon 2. And yeah, I'd probably give this an 8 out of 10. So yeah. Alrighty, moving on to the next one. What do we have here? Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, an amazing game, also an amazing port of the Wii U game, but it also did come with another side mode, with that being Bowser's Fury. Now, I love Bowser's Fury a lot more than 3D World, just because I do love the whole open world aspect to it, being able to travel to a bunch of small islands and just explore on those islands and also collect the little cat moons or cat shines. But yeah, but also the Giga Bowser fighting against playing as Giga Cat Mario, fighting against Fury Bowser. Oh man, it is so fun. Who thought that giant kaiju battles would be that fun to play with? So yeah, Bowser's Fury is an excellent mode, along with Super Mario 3D World. Definitely a fun game. It's definitely a pain in the butt to 100% Super Mario 3D World, though, I will say. So yeah. Now as for the rating, I probably just give this a 9 out of 10. So yeah, I definitely do pick this up if you have not played 3D World and Bowser's Fury yet. Definitely pick this up as it's definitely one of the good games, especially one of the good Wii U games too. Alrighty, moving on to the next game. What do we have here? Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Um, Okay, what a interesting choice to have this one be re-released and not Luigi's Mansion 1 for the GameCube. Funny enough, Luigi's Mansion is going to come to the GameCube Classic app on the Switch 2 eventually. Who knows when, but yeah, sometime soon in the future, we will have all three Luigi Mansion games on the Switch. Or at least on Switch 2. But yeah, but Luigi's Mansion 2 HD now, I like this game. I like the little missions somewhat. Yeah, they can be a little bit of annoyance having to go into the level and then come back out only to jump back into a different level in that same mansion. But I mean, it's a neat little game. It's a HD port of the 3DS game, which that gave us the first ever Scales People mode, and yeah, honestly, there's not really much else to say besides it's just an HD port. I kind of wish they gave it the same graphical treatment as Luigi's Mansion 3, but I mean, oh well. Now this one, I'm probably gonna have to give this a 7 out of 10 just because it's not really anything too special. Doesn't add much to it. Doesn't add much to it visually as well. But yeah, I mean, it's just a 3DS port, which I'm happy that they're more likely going to start porting over 3DS games. But yeah, I just kind of wish they did a lot more to it than just make it HD. But I mean, overall, it's a very fun game. So if you have not played the Luigi's Mansion series, definitely pick that one up as well. Alrighty, moving on to our next game. What do we have here? Princess Peach Showtime. Um, a game that has missed potential, I will say. That just sucked. That this game honestly just left me with wanting to get it over and done with. I think the game is fine. I didn't really enjoy my time with it that much. I don't like the forced replayability on it. I do love the dresses overall. I do love the plays. I do love how Peach has different costumes. I like it a lot, but it doesn't really have much to it besides that. There's only two buttons, A and B. I believe A is to jump or attack, and B is, I think maybe B is to attack. I don't know, but yeah, only two buttons, jump and attack. So yeah, um, other than that, it's really just a bare bones move left to right, and collect, and be able to collect collectibles along the way. My goodness, I cannot talk. But yeah, I mean, I went 100% the game, and honestly, I was not even happy at the end of it all. I was just kind of happy to have this game be over and done with. Because yeah, I don't plan on ever coming back to this game ever again. So yeah, if I had to give this a rating, it would be like 6 out of 10. So yeah. Also, the cartridge itself does have the logo as well as Peach and Stella, which I do appreciate that a lot. Same thing with Luigi Mansion 2 HD. I love how it has Luigi's hand coming, Luigi coming out of like the little Switch cartridge too. I like that. I like that one a lot. But alright, yeah, Princess Peach Showtime. A little bit of a disappointment game. So yeah, 7 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10 for me. But alright, moving on to the next game, we have Mario Strikers Battle League. Another disappointing game. There's not really much to this game at all. It's really just You have the main soccer mode, play against CPU or play locally. And then you also have the Battle League mode, which honestly, if you have like a team that's actually, if you're in a club that's active, then yeah, it's fun. But if you're in a club that's not active, it sucks a lot. So yeah, this was one of those few Mario Sports games where it didn't come with a lot of content added to it. Um, Especially since there was content added to the game after post launch, which sucked. Like Daisy not being in the main roster, that was a little bit of a dumb move on their part. But yeah, I mean, overall, Mario Strikers Battle League definitely the less superior game to its other predecessors. And yeah, I mean, the animation itself is also amazing as well. I love the whole squish and squash animation that they gave to these characters. But yeah, it definitely lost some of its flavor compared to the other two. Um, 7 out of 10 for this one. So yeah. Alrighty, moving on to our next game. We have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 10 out of 10. An amazing fighting game, amazing party game. Since I guess that's what Nintendo's calling it, and as well as I think Sakurai as well. But yeah, there's so much content to this game as well. Not just from the main game alone, but also with the DLC. The hype for this game around the time that it was coming out was honestly amazing, as well as the DLC. Seeing all of these different characters being into one game, from Mario to Persona, to eventually Kingdom Hearts. Who would have ever thought of that? But yeah, it's an amazing fighting game. I just have so much fun playing it. This is also the game that made me really love and appreciate Dr. Mario a lot more, as this was the game that made me a Dr. Mario main. And yeah, I just have so much fondness and love for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Again, 10 out of 10. The spirits mode, the story mode for that game could have been a little bit better with more cutscenes, but oh well. But yeah, then also you also have the other modes like Smash mode, classic mode, home run, Adobe, or I guess whatever that mode's called, home run contest, and some other mode stuff to it. So yeah, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, amazing game, 10 out of 10. Definitely pick this up if you're already Switch user. Alrighty, now I am gonna actually sort of pick without actually going into these, just so that way I can make this a little bit go faster. Excuse me there. Now, I have two of the NBA 2K games, 2K21 and 2K24. Now, I'm going to be doing these real fast because there's not really much for me to say about these games. They're decent games. They definitely do take a lot of gigabytes on the Switch one, and that's because you have to download the game. And so, game key cards before game key cards, so yeah, which sucks. But I mean, I just wanted to have these games just because, they were cheap. I believe I got both of these games for like $20. 2K24 was from the Kirby Bryant Legacy Edition one. 2K21 though was just the basic, standard one. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get the team just so I can have some version of my favorite team, the San Antonio Spurs, on here. 2K21 I believe was supposed to be the teams from the 2020 season, and then 2K24 was going to be the teams from the 2023 season. So yeah, a Spurs team that had DeMar DeRozan on it, and then a Spurs team that has Victor Wembanyama on this version. But yeah, again, I can't really say too much because I haven't played this a lot. I've only ever played the regular season mode. So yeah, 6 out of 10, just to give these two a number. So yeah, I just kind of want to get these out of there. Also, I might as well look for another game that I have not played yet. Where is it? Let's see if I can find it. My goodness, come on. It was just like, I just saw like a couple minutes ago. Let's see. My goodness, come on. I can't find it anymore. It's like, it's in this big old pile. Wait, was that? No, that wasn't it. My goodness. Okay, whatever. Whenever I find it, I'll find it. But yeah, okay. So moving on to the next game. Let's see. What is this one? Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. A very amazing game. I probably have to give this like a 9 out of 10 just because I love this game a lot. But it's also a little bit of a difficulty to this game, which can be a little bit frustrating from time to time. So yeah. I love the animations for this game. I love the designs for these characters. Crash Bandicoot, Coco, Tana, Neo, Cortex, and Dingo Dial. Their gameplays are all fantastic. Well, maybe not Neo Cortex, but every other one is fine, and I love them a lot. But yeah, a lot of collectibles, a lot of collectible gems and costumes as well. Some of these gems can be a little bit hard to find, especially some of the secret hidden gems. My goodness. Also, the platinum time trials, they suck balls. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't like those a lot. I'm actually trying to do the 104% completion, but man, it just sucks. It really does suck. Also, having to go through the whole levels in with being perfect. Oh my goodness, that can be frustrating from time to time as well. Thankfully, I was able to do that, so I don't have to worry about. All I have to worry about are the time trials. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time. Definitely an amazing game. I definitely do recommend picking it up on whatever console, maybe even PC as well. So yeah, I'm very happy that they brought Crash Bandicoot 4 as well to the Switch One. Okay, moving on to I'm gonna put this. Oh, there's I found the other game too. So let me put this one on my carpet. Ring Fit Adventure. Um, a very fun game, a very fun exercise game. I love this one a lot. Now I was not able to beat it just because I've had the Ring Fit accessories back in storage for years now. I did, however, get them back, so I'm gonna be playing this. I'm gonna be going back to this game a lot and trying to exercise and lose some weight. But yeah, Ring Fit Adventure is definitely a very interactive way to exercise, get fit. You have the Ring Fit accessory, which you can move around and squeeze it and whatnot. Also, yeah, and in this game you're able to do like squats, yoga, and all that other exercise jazz and whatnot. So yeah, Ring Fit Adventure is a very fun game. I can't really give it a rating yet because I've never beaten it. So, but for now, my time with it probably 7 out of 10. So yeah, Ring Fit Adventure, very fun game, and hopefully I can go back to this game and beat it entirely. Oh, also they did bring in a rhythm mode, which I liked it a lot too. So yeah. Alrighty, moving on to the next game that I have not played yet at all. That being Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and the Lost Demon. It's either Cereza or Cereza. I don't know. Forgive me. I'm not really too familiar with the name of the character. Well, the name of Bayonetta, honestly. But yeah, now I have not played this game at all, so I can't really give you all my thoughts on it. I just bought this game just because it's another game that I can add to my collection for very cheap. I believe I got this for like 20 or maybe $30 on sale. So yeah, I love I do love the art style though. So yeah, hopefully whenever I get the chance to play this one, I'll like it. Hopefully I'll like it a lot. So yeah, but again, I can't really give my thoughts on it. So yeah, moving on to the next game we have here. Let's see. This one we have is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, Rehydrated. I did have this game on the GameCube back then. I'm pretty sure I still have the disc, but I don't know if it works. But yeah, but I was able to buy this on during GameStop's like buy two get one free pre-owned games. Sadly, this did not come with the actual box case. It came in that GameStop generic case, which sucks. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go onto eBay to find a empty box for this game. But yeah, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated is a reimagining of is a remake of the classic game all the way from GameCube and I believe PS2. And yeah, it's just a very fun game. It's definitely in that same style as the 3D collectathons, with the Jordan spatulas and all that. And yeah, you're able to play as SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy Cheeks. And yeah, but overall, the game is just a lot of fun. I probably have to give this a 7 out of 10. Just because yeah, there's not really much to it besides that main mode and also that multiplayer mode with that robot squid, but I've heard some awful things about that mode. So yeah, I have not even tried that at all. But yeah, I was able to 100% this game, and yeah, it was pretty fun. I enjoyed my time a lot with that game. Alrighty, moving on to the next one we have here is Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. Now this one, honestly, it's probably up there in that 6 to 7 rating, just because while it's fun, it's really just the NES games, but in mini sort of mini challenges, which once he done all the challenges, there's really nothing more than just to get S rank, and once he got an S rank, it's really just about if you want to go back and try to beat your fast time over and over again, see if you can get a better slow for it. But for me, I don't really care too much. I was able to get all S ranks on all of the games and the little missions. I was able to get all of the badges, and I was able to get a perfect S1 score in the I don't know if it was called championship mode or not, but it was a mode where you were playing all of the difficult levels from each game. So yeah, but the a reason why you would get the physical edition is because of the goodies that came in. You were able to get a NES replica cartridge that was painted gold. You were also able to get some stickers and some pins, and yeah, that was honestly why I even got the game on physical, just so I can get the goodies. So yeah, but I mean overall, NES World, uh, Nintendo World Championship NES Edition is a pretty fun game. At least when you're playing it. After that, it's really nothing more to it. There's also some like other online modes too, like racing against girls to see if he can be the last one standing. But yeah, but that's pretty much it to it. There's nothing else to it. It's just a bare bones game. Sadly, they never went back and gave us more games though. I would have loved to have seen Dr. Mario though, so that would have been fun. But sadly, no updates, which suck. You tend to get on that. My goodness. Alrighty, moving on. Let's see what we have here. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. This game, I also do have this game on the GameCube as well, similar with SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. But I was never able to beat the game as a child just because I didn't really care too much to read the sentences, so I had no idea where to go. But yeah, but now decades later, I'm able to to have this game on the Switch in a remake form. And yeah, and I love this game a lot. Now I don't really love it as much as like every other Paper Mario fan. I think it's a great game. If I had to give it a rating, it would probably be like 8, maybe 9 out of 10. But yeah, just because I'm not really a huge fan of the whole backtracking thing. Also it felt like chapters were really long and some of them were boring. I found that train chapter, the one with the detective, to be a little bit lame. I was like, do I really have to walk around this stupid train just to find who the culprit is? Like, come on, you know, let's just get a move on. But yeah, I love the battle mechanics. I love the badges. I love pulling off stylish moves. Um, so yeah, have it, and also getting the Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi badges. That was pretty fun too. So yeah, but again, overall, it's a very awesome remake. Definitely one of the better Paper Mario games, obviously. But yeah, nothing more to it than that. And I definitely do recommend picking that game up if you're a Switch user. Alrighty, moving on to the next game. What do we have here? WarioWare Get It Together. Now, this was a game that I got for like $8 on sale, and I was very happy to get it on sale too, just because like, hey, it's a Switch first party game for cheap. And yeah, and when I was playing it, I had a lot of fun with this game. I love the chibi style art style for the models, for the characters, and I love the mini games a lot. I love how you can actually move the characters a lot, and have different ways to complete the micro games, and yeah, and keep your high score going. The story mode was also pretty funny too. Having to go inside the game just to get rid of the viruses or the bugs. That was pretty cute and funny. But yeah, overall, it's really nothing more than just a micro game collection. But yeah, I mean, either way, I had a very fun time with it. Maybe an 8 out of 10 for why we get it together. Alrighty, next up here we have is 1-2 Switch. A launch title for the Switch all the way back on March 3rd, 2017. Um, 6 out of 10. Honestly, just because there's it can get pretty boring sometimes. It's only fun when you're playing with friends and family. I will say, because I know back then when I got the game, I would always bring it to school, and my friends and I we would always play the wild gun draw game. That was a lot of fun to do to play during lunchtime. So yeah, I have some fond memories. So that's why I'm not really hating on this game too much. But yeah, it's a very boring game that's just meant to show off the Joy-Con's capability. But yeah, but I mean overall it's a neat game. Definitely not worth $50 though. So yeah. Also, it should have been a packing title. My goodness. So yeah, a 6 out of 10 game. But it's really just it really just depends on how much enjoyment you get out of them. Alrighty. Next up we have is Nintendo Switch Sports. Disappointment, I will say as well. Maybe I would give this one a 6 out of 10 just because I cannot believe how badly Nintendo messes up. The fact that we didn't even have golf and basketball on launch day, and we had to wait for those games to come out as like additional free DLC. That was annoying. I don't like how there's no like separate solo mode like how Wii Sports had it and Wii Sports Result, to where you would have like a graph, and after every game the graph would either go up or down based on your skill level. And yeah, and once you reach to a certain skill level, you would be able to face the champion. But sadly, Nintendo Switch Sports does not have that at all. They do have like additional costumes, but you have to unlock those costumes through the online mode, which suck. Also unlocking the costumes is a pain because you have to get 100 points, which depending on which sport you're playing can take a while. That's why I like to play bowling the most, because it gives me a lot of more points. But also you do have if you want to get a specific costume or cosmetic, you would have to hope and pray that the little roulette thing will land on the item that you wanted. Now, thankfully, it's not like you get duplicate items. Instead, it keeps going. That little like scotch roulette thing for the Switch costume cards. It keeps going until you unlock everything on the card. So there's that going for it. But yeah, I mean, Switch Sports, very disappointing game. Definitely has some lackluster to it. And also missed potential to it. So yeah, it also sucks that the Mii's were not the forges of Switch Sports. Instead, it was like these brand new I like avatars. So that kind of sucked as well. I mean, you can still play as Mii's, but like my goodness, like you're not gonna have Mii's be the main forges of Nintendo Switch Sports. Come on now. Alrighty, moving up here we have is Mario Golf Super Rush, another Mario sports game that also had some lackluster content to it. The story mode was honestly kind of laughable. It just ends abruptly. I will say that about that too. Um, you're just walking around doing challenges and whatnot, and it's really nothing too surprising. So yeah, I mean overall the story mode is just kind of eh. I will say though, this game does have the fastest loading time on the Switch. So Mario Golf, you have that going for you. But yeah, now this also did the same thing with Mario Strikers Battle League, in which it added additional content over the year or two. Sorry, I felt like I had a hiccup there for a second. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's a nice little game. 7 out of 10 as for this game. But yeah, now for the content itself, we do see Mario's artwork there, which is pretty neat. I always love that though. So yeah. Alrighty, moving on to the next game. Here we have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, a oh, a port of the Wii game that was also called New Super Mario Bros. U. Now, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe also does have both versions, Mario Bros. U and Luigi U. Luigi U, that was the anniversary title for the year of Luigi. Yeah. Now this is the European version of the cartridge, and I love this one a lot just because you can see Mario on the artwork as well. Now the US one, it only has the logo of the game, which sucks. So I'm very happy to have the European one just because again Mario's on the cartridge itself. But yeah, I mean it's a fun 2D Mario game. It's definitely a lot blander than Mario Wonder and some of the previous New Super Mario Bros. Games. So yeah, I mean this was honestly just one of those games that fans were getting tired of seeing a lot. And that being the New Super Mario Bros. Art style. So yeah, thankfully a few years later we would get Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which would have a new art style and a lot more additional characters to it as well. Alrighty, next up here we have is Sonic Mania, a very fun Sonic Mania game that I definitely am a fan of. I kind of wish Sonic Superstars was also like Sonic Mania in terms of the graphics, because yeah, that 16-bit goes hard, I will say. So yeah, Sonic Mania, a very fun game to celebrate the anniversary of Sonic, and yeah, it's kind of such that it was sort of like it had to be like a tie-in to Sonic Forces, so that was dumb. But besides that, Sonic Mania is a very fun game. I'll probably give it maybe an 8 out of 10. Also, I think I didn't give New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe 7 out of 10 as well. But yeah, Sonic Mania gets an 8 out of 10 for me. Maybe a 9, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it some more. Because honestly, I haven't really gone back to playing this game a lot. So yeah, that's why I'm safe. I'm fine with it giving it an 8 out of 10 for now. Maybe a 9 if it changes later on in how I feel about it. But alrighty, next up here we have is Super Mario Party, the very first Mario Party that was announced for the Switch, and it was definitely sort of a back to form for the Mario Party franchise. Now, sadly, it did have that stupid thing with it being Joy-Cons only, which I don't know why Nintendo thought that was a good idea. Um, it also had motion control games, which they aren't bad, but they could be better. But yeah, Super Mario Party, it did have the regular Mario Party mode as well as the team battle mode, which that was fun. It also had some other mods too, which they were fine. But yeah, Super Mario Party, another 7 out of 10 Mario game for me. But yeah, now thankfully we will also get 2 other Mario Parties added to the Switch um, console. So that that pretty much means Super Mario Party you can get on out of here. Sally. Alrighty, next up here we have is Paper Mario the Origami King. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't hate this game a lot. But I probably give it a 7 out of 10 just because I do love the whole origami aspect to it. I love the graphics for it as well. I'm not really a fan of the whole like spinning the social battle mechanic, but I don't really have that too much of a problem with it either. It can be easy to figure out the puzzle. It can also be hard to figure out the puzzle. But yeah, but the bosses themselves too were somewhat fun. I did love having to figure out where I should go, where I should make Mario go. But yeah, also the final boss was just kind of funny, So yeah, but yeah, Paper Mario the Origami King, it's not a true to form Paper Mario game, but for what it was, it was I had a nice little time with it, so a 7 out of 10. Also, shout out to them for having Paper Mario, and I forgot her name, so forgive me for that one on the cartridge itself as well as the logo. So yeah, alrighty, moving on to the next game. I'm gonna try to be a lot quicker too. Um, we have Minecraft. Now I am no stranger to Minecraft. Honestly, I've been around with this game for at least a decade now. I've had some fun with it. Now Minecraft does not. It runs fine, but the menu, oh my god, it lags so much. It's so awful. But yeah, it's just Minecraft on the Switch. I don't really know what else there was to say. 7 out of 10, just because, and again, I think that's this is a fine game. I am happy that they did include the Mario mashup pack though. I've been having a lot of fun in that little world, as well as playing as Dr. Mario. So yeah, having my character costume be Dr. Mario. So yeah, I'm very happy with that one. But yeah, it's just Minecraft on the Switch. So yeah, nothing else to say about it. Right. So moving on, what do we have here? Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. The sequel to the Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle game, which I had no idea I was actually going to enjoy. So yeah, so I love this. I love these dual games a lot. Sadly, I don't think we're gonna get a third Mario plus Rabbids game anytime soon. So that sucks. But for what we did get, these are very awesome games. And yeah, also let me actually find Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, since I might as well have these be back to back. I can even find it. It's somewhere in here. My goodness. Yeah, there you go. I'll have this one behind Sparks of Hope. But yeah, Sparks of Hope was obviously an improvement over the Kingdom Battle, which I do love Kingdom Battle. Well, Sparks of Hope a lot more than Kingdom Battle. So yeah, so this one I would probably have to give it a 9 out of 10, just because again it's a very awesome game. I do love I do love the mechanics a lot, and yeah, who would have thought Mario plus Rabbids would have fit so well with each other, especially in this format with guns. So yeah, so there for the cartridge, you can see Mario holding up his dual guns as well as one of the spots. And yeah, overall, it's a very awesome game, and I recommend picking these games up, especially since they go on sale. And since they go on sale, that would be a good transition to Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the first game in the Mario plus Rabbids series, RPG series. And yeah, again, who would have thought Mario plus Rabbids worked so well? Yeah, like back in 2017, when the concept for this game first got leaked, I was so mad that this could have been a thing. But after E3 and after I saw the gameplay, I was actually very much looking forward to it. I bought the collector's edition for this game, which had a Rabbit Mario figure. It had some collectible cards, and yeah, and when I played the game, I was having such an amazing time with it. Now for the score, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10, just because there can be like some frame drops in the cutscenes, so that sucked. But yeah, I mean, but and also like the battle mechanic is not that good and compared to 1 and Sparks of Hope. So yeah, uh, but yeah, I mean, either way, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is still an amazing game, and I definitely do recommend picking these two games up a lot. Sanity, you can also get Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle for $10 as well. Alrighty, moving on to the next game we have here is Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Now, I bought this game because it was on sale for like $20. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really that big of a Hyrule Warriors fan. Not well. Hold on, let me scratch that. I'm not that big of a fan of Warriors games in general. I mean, I love the story for Hyrule Warriors. But I just cannot get behind the gameplay. I just really cannot. Pressing the same button over and over and over again just to get different combo chains. I mean, sure, it's fun beating up like 1,000 enemies all at once, but man, these levels can take so long too. And I just want to get through the story, man. Like, come on, like, why do these levels have to be like 15 minutes long? Also the frame rate, my goodness, it's so awful, man. It's so awful. So yeah, but I mean, either way, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, it's a nice little what if game for the Breath of the Wild timeline. And yeah, and with that, I'm probably gonna give this one a 7 out of 10, just because yeah, I'm nice like that. Now, also, I don't plan on getting the DLC for this game at all. I really don't. So yeah, that just tells you a lot about how I feel about that game. Alrighty, moving on to Bayonetta 3 now. I cannot say too much about Bayonetta 3. Just because I've only played the first level and that's it. So yeah, I do need to go back and finish this game whenever I can. So yeah, Bayonetta 3 doesn't really get a rating just because again I haven't finished it all at all. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted I just honestly I just wanted to have a Bayonetta game. That's it. So yeah, I'm hoping to get Bayonetta 1 and 2 on physical as well. So yeah, nothing really much else to say for Bayonetta 3 because again I haven't beaten that game at all. Alrighty, next up here we have is Mario plus Sonic at the Olympic Games. Definitely a nice at Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. My goodness, I know it doesn't say 20 Tokyo 2020, but that's a huge dumb thing that they didn't do. But yeah, I mean Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. It's really just Mario and Sonic doing Olympic Games stuff. Um, Honestly, I'm probably gonna give this a 6 out of 10. As much as I love the story mode, the sports mini games themselves aren't really anything too exciting. We don't have a lot of dream events. I do love that dream event where it's like you're playing like a third person shooter trying to shoot targets and whatnot. I love that one a lot. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there isn't really much for this game going out for it, especially since the online is practically dead. If you try to find an online game, you're not gonna have a good time finding one. So yeah, Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games, I mean, it's a fine game, and sadly, we will never get another one of these games ever again, at least for the time being. Alright, next up here we have is the Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, another launch game for the Switch. Now I did get this game a couple of days after one to Switch because I didn't really have much else to play with on the Switch one. So yeah, but Breath of the Wild is also an amazing game. 10 out of 10. Um, it's also not really up there with my favorites. So yeah, um, that probably doesn't make any sense. But again, I'm not really that big into Zelda. Again, I only got this game just to have something to play with. But while I was playing it, I did have a fun time with it, going around exploring Hyrule, the kingdom of Hyrule, trying my best to run away from those guardians. Because my goodness, they can be scary sometimes. And yeah, watching the story unfold was also pretty amazing too. So yeah, nothing much else to say. For the contract itself, you can see the logo, Calamity Ganon, as well as Link. And yeah, a very fun game, and I do recommend this as a must-have for any Switch users. Our next up here we have is Mario vs. Donkey Kong, a remake of the GBA game all those decades ago. And yeah, I'm very happy to see Charles Martinet's voice back in a Mario game after his sudden departure from the world of Mario in the game for some reason, but we will never know why. But yeah, seeing Charles Martinet voice Mario again was just so awesome to see. And yeah, Mario vs. DK is just Mario going around through a level and collecting presents, and also trying to save the mini Mario's from DK. And yeah, it's a very fun little puzzle game, and I love them and I love it a lot. 7 out of 10 for this one. It also did have updated graphics too. So yeah, as well as the updated graphics for the cutscenes too. My goodness, those cutscenes are absolutely gorgeous. I will say. So yeah. Alrighty, next up here we have is The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Now this is a game that I am currently playing right now. I've only gotten as of the recording of this video, I've only gotten to the part where Zelda is now able to freely walk around the Hyrule, without wearing the hoodie over her head. So yeah, so I'm probably like halfway through the game, but I am enjoying it. I do love the echoes a lot. I love how you can I love how you can solve the puzzle however way you want. And yeah, and also seeing Zelda as a main character again, so awesome. For me, I'll probably just give this like a 7.5 out of 10 for now. It might go up to 8 later on, depending on how I feel towards the later half of the game. But yeah, Edges of Wisdom is definitely one of those fun games on the Switch. Alrighty, next up here we have is Super Mario 3D All Stars. My goodness, what a collection of games, honestly. It sucks that the game was only a limited time run. I have no idea why Nintendo did that. It's stupid. Also, there's no Super Mario Galaxy 2 either, so yeah. 8 out of 10, just because it does have Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario 64 all in one package with definitely like HD, with high definition. So yeah, I can't really get on it too much for that. But yeah, I'm just happy to have these games all in one. Sadly though, Sunshine is gonna come out on the Switch 2 class Game 2 class app event. Oh, excuse me, I had to hiccup slash burp there. Uh, but yeah, Mario Sunshine is gonna be on the Game 2 class eventually, and then who knows when we get Super Mario Galaxy 1. But yeah, here's hoping for a Switch 2 edition with these three games as well as Galaxy 2 and 3D Land. I know it's not like a true 3D game, but I just wanted to be on there just to be on there. But yeah. Alrighty, moving on to our next game we have is Metroid Dread, a game that I got a couple of years ago when the game came out because my store had the collector's edition, and so I figured, you know what, since I have some money, let me go buy the collector's edition just so I can get the goodies and then try out the game for myself. I tried the game, I beat the game, I love this game. Um, I definitely am rooting for Metroid success, especially with Prime 4. Hopefully that comes out soon. I mean, I won't play it, but I'm hoping that people will be able to play it sooner rather than later. If Silksong can get a release date, Metro Prime 4 Beyond can get one as well. But yeah, but Metro Jet, it's a very awesome 2D Metro game. I love how the enemies can go after you, and it can be scary sometimes as well. It's also pretty funny that somebody had went online to express their frustrations about the fact that they couldn't figure out how to get to a part of the screen, and it was really just by breaking the blocks. So yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, Metro Dread, I'm gonna give this game a 9 out of 10. It definitely should have won Game of the Year in my opinion when this game first came out. But it's whatever. I digress from it. And yeah. Alright, moving on, we have what we have here. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now I still play this game to this day, even though Mario Kart World is out, and I don't have a Switch 2 yet, so I can't play Mario Kart World. But yeah, I'm still happy to know that there are a lot of people who play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe even after Mario Kart World. It just goes to show that there's still a player base for 8 Deluxe, and yeah, and why not? It's definitely it's obviously the most popular and most sold Mario Kart game. Um, it also does have a lot more tracks than World. The 48 tracks from the main game, and then also the 48 tracks from the DLC, as well as additional characters as well, and then additional costumes for the Mii characters as well. So yeah, very fun game. I would have to give this a 9 out of 10 for me. Um, the only problem is that the online mode can be a little bit laggy sometimes. So yeah. For the cartridge itself, you can see the logo as well as Mario, Peach, and Bowser, which I do love that. Again, I love it all how they have the characters on the cartridges themselves. So yeah. Alrighty, moving on to our next game here we have is NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. This is a different NBA game compared to 2K21 and 2K24. Just because this one is more of like a 2v2, maybe 3 on 3. but I definitely know it's 2-on-2, and that's because this is sort of based on like NBA Jam, which if you don't know NBA Jam, it's definitely one of the better NBA games, where you're able to play as different. Obviously, you're able to play as all of the teams in the NBA, but you're also able to play as different players from different years in NBA in Playground 2. So yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun with this game. I love it a lot. If I had to give it a score 7 out of 10, only because you do have to unlock the characters through packs, which that's annoying. I kind of wish they didn't do that. Now they do allow you to buy, they do allow you to save up a certain amount of coins to get a pack that unlocks all of the players. So that's awesome. But yeah, I kind of wish that was never a thing either way. So yeah. Alrighty, we have only 4 more games, so let's just get through these as fast as possible. With the first one being Super Mario RPG, amazing game. I love this a lot. 10 out of 10 for me. I love the characters. I love the art style that they went with this game. The chibi style is just honestly it's so cute and it's amazing. I love the battle mechanics for these as well. I love the enemies. I love everything about this game. I just love it so much. So yeah. Now it's a remake of the SNES game, um, of the same title, but it does not have Legends of the Seven Stars for some reason, which I find it to be a bit sad. But yeah, Super Mario RPG is definitely a game that I recommend you all go pick up. And yeah, now for the country itself, we can see the logo as well as Mario sitting all on his lonesome, and yeah, pretty fun game, and it's a pretty amazing game as well. Alrighty, next up here we have is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Another fantastic game. For me, 10 out of 10. I love the art style for this game. I love how they went with the whole Wonder Effect theme. That was awesome to go through this whole game blindly. The final boss is fine. I wish it was a little bit better, but for what is, it's pretty damn good. But yeah, now we do have some more characters like we do have Toadette, Daisy, Yoshi's, and Nabbit as well. Joining alongside Peach, the Toads, Luigi, and Mario. And yeah, now this was also the first time we've heard of the new Mario voice actor, as well as Luigi voice actor, in which he does a pretty good job. Hopefully, I can't wait to see what he does in the next Mario games from here on out. So yeah, now for the cartridge itself, you can see Mario holding up the Wonder Flower, as well as Luigi with the big parachute, which I did forget to mention about the badges though. The badges themselves are, some of them can be very useful, some of them not so much. But yeah, then you have the logo itself too. Also, I forgot to mention the power-ups too. The elephant power-up is so funny. And the Bubba and the Drill power-ups can be very useful as well. Alrighty, moving on to our second to last game before I end things off. Mario Party Superstars. This was a game that was this was the second Mario Party that came out for the Switch, and it obviously took inspiration from the older Mario Party games. Now, yeah, and then honestly, this is pretty much just a collection of the old Mario Party board games along with some of the mini games from the previous Mario Party games. But this time it's remade from the ground up, and yeah, it's a lot better than Super Mario Party Jump. I would tell you that about. But yeah, so yeah, if I had to give this a score, 8 out of 10. I kind of wish there was a lot more characters to it as well. I believe there's only like 8 characters, maybe 10. So yeah, so definitely a small selection of characters to go through. Also, it was also to have awesome to have achievements. My goodness, in that game as well. And then for the cartridge itself, you can see Mario Party Superstars, along with some icons from the game. Alrighty, and then last but not least, the last one that we have here in my college bowl is Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. Now this is obviously a huge return for the Bandicoot as well as the franchise, as Crash Bandicoot didn't really have a lot wasn't really making a lot of games during that time. So it was awesome to have the 3 main games in the Crash Bandicoot series all get remade from the ground up with a new design, honestly, and better graphics. Crash Bandicoot 1 is my favorite out of these 3. I don't know about 2 and 3 though. Maybe 2 and 3 behind that. I know it's a bit basic, but yeah. But I mean, having these 3 games all in one bundle for a very good price, that's honestly pretty amazing. And yeah, and with that, I do have to give this game an 8 out of 10, just because again, I do believe these are some wonderful remakes of the Crash Bandicoot 3 of the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games. And yeah, and This is what made me become a Crash Bandicoot fan and what made me get Crash Bandicoot 4. Not yet. Now, hopefully, Crash Bandicoot can come back with some more games because I know it sucks that he's pretty much just been MIA for some time. And yeah, and with that, that's pretty much it for my let's for my review on my Switch One physical games. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a lot more in the future. It just depends on when. And yeah, now as for my total count, I do have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 44 Switch games, all in physical format, which, my goodness, that's a lot. But yeah, but overall, I think it's a pretty good collection of games. And yeah, I definitely don't have any shovelware games either. So yeah, honestly, I do have some disappointing games, but honestly, but at the end of the day, they're still good games, or decent games overall, and games that I sort of had some fun with. But yeah, but either way, again, that's it for my review. I'm sorry if this is a little bit too long. I try to do this. I try to be as fast as I can, but there are some games that that I have some that are very close and dear to me. So yeah, forgive me on that. But yeah, I try to be as fast as possible. But yeah, but anyways, let me know what your thoughts are in terms of love. Do you love these? Do you love some of these games? Do you hate some of them? What are your favorite Switch One games? What are your favorite Nintendo Switch games ever? And yeah, what is your collection for physical Switch games? But yeah, boy, that's it for me. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and yeah, and that's it for me. This is Superman and DJ signing out. See you all in the next video.